Good evening, friends. It's nice to meet again in this meeting, post-Avatar meeting. Actually, many of us have met during the meeting last month. And this time, this is a special meeting because we have, I want to announce that we have more or less made a society for interventional nephrology, and it is called Avatar India Society. And not that Avatar Foundation wasn't enough to continue their good work in interventional nephrology, but to reach everybody and to make others involved to do the work. You see, every time the small group in foundation, Jasuja and team can't be doing it always. So this need was felt from either side, and that more or less has attained a shape now. And the society has been registered in the name of Avatar India, and things will be more or less ready by the next meeting, which will be in Bangalore, hosted by the Bangalore boys, Girish and team. By then, we would have taken much into this effort of setting ball rolling for a new society. And so it is very apt that today we have Dr. Jasuja amongst us as the chairperson or the guest of honor, because he had great role in in this formation of the society or transformation. It is not transformation exactly, because Avatar Foundation will remain and will have their own activities, but they'll be behind us supporting this Avatar India Society. And this society will have elected members, all office bearers, and it will function as a good society. I wish, societies, many societies have their own problems, we know. So there was a lot of hesitation whether to start a society, because when it is a small group, it is only passion which drives. But when it becomes larger in the shape of a society, the agenda of people may be different, and things go airy, and the society may not sustain long time. That was the doubt in minds of many people who have seen many societies coming up and dying. But this time, this society became a real need, and we have a lot of young minds and young strength amongst us to take up the society to greater heights. So initially, when this informed group was formed, I remember writing there, and this is a group for people with passion for interventions. And I think now situation has slightly changed. It is not only passion. Now it has become a need for young nephrologists to take up interventional nephrology. I came across an article in the net. It was in Medscape, I think, where the data was from US. They had sort of mentioned the earnings of specialists in US, nearly 30 or more specialties. And I was shocked to see that the earnings of nephrologists was in the last 5. Dr. Adrian and Dr. Bharat may comment on this. And the sadder thing is, last 1 year, the growth rate of the remuneration of the specialists, and for nephrologists, it was minus 5%. So I'm mentioning this because, but medical gastroenterologists, they have jumped leaps and bounds, and they are in the first 5. I had a feeling it was mainly because they were doing more and more interventions, and that was the reason why their earnings are going up. So if you look things in that perspective, the need for interventions, it is not only passion, it becomes a need for younger nephrologists to find a space for practice and to get more scope for earning. I think I may be right or wrong in this, but whatever happens in US happens in our country also, maybe after a gap of time. So I think we have started this society in right time, and I think it will go a long way. And So with Dr. Jasuja here, Dr. Hemant will be introducing Dr. Jasuja, which we are all familiar with him and his work in Avatar, and maybe he may be able to share, because he has been part of Avatar Foundation as well. Then after that, Dr. Vineet will introduce Dr. Bharat, and again Dr. Bharat is very familiar to us. I think over to Hemant.
Yeah. So can I have his slide for everybody to read? I'm not going to read. So hi Sanjeev, we meet once more time. So my association with Sanjeev started when the first meeting of Avatar was held. And at that time, it used to be half a day or 3/4 day of conference. And typically for first few years, we were basically piggybacking on a vascular surgeons conference, which used to be held in the same hotel on the ground floor. And we used to be on the terrace somewhere, a small room with attached terrace where we used to have breakfast, lunch, and disperse. So from that onwards, he came to know about me that there is somebody in Mumbai who's doing the tunnel catheters and some interventional procedures. But otherwise, I was nobody there. Beyond Mumbai city, nobody probably knew me. Same was with him. He was doing interventional work, but he was nobody or somebody beyond Delhi. And then we came together, and over a period of time, from nobody, we became buddies and worked together. And the whole thing got a boost when I did my first live case at Apollo Indraprastha Hospital, which was relayed for everybody at the hotel, and that generated a lot of interest. And then a lot of people came in, started doing this procedure, and from there on, we have moved to a level where from Avatar Foundation, we are moving into Avatar India Society, and all credits are to Sanjeev for this excellent work, dedicated work which he has done to bring us to this level, all united together, and we hope to prosper in future. Bala, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and I think I should mention here before we let Jasuja share his small talk. From Avatar Narrow Interventional Nephrology, I think he may soon be becoming as senior faculty. Position holder in Indian Society of Nephrology, and we may be hearing about the elections, and he is trying to become the vice president. I think I will wish him all the best, and we hope Indian Society of Nephrology will benefit much more if he is there. Then yes, and about the society, a few words. Actually, initially it has been decided as ad hoc office bearers. Dr. Rana, senior member of our community of interventional nephrologists, who did AV fistulas to start with, long ago. He is the president, and vice president is Dr. Sampath, and Dr. Hemant is the president waiting, so he'll be the next president. And I've been given the job of general secretary, and we have two joint secretaries in Dr. Girish and Dr. Vineet, and we have various committees have been formed. It is being formed. I think all will be circulated to all the members, and either in the end of the meeting or later in the group, we'll put up the announcement about a membership request form and how to get into the society and things like that. Yes, Dr. Girish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, yeah. So how do you feel about this new changes? I think you'll be one of the most happiest persons. I think the push came from down, and you and your friends are there, and heroes like Vel Aravind for the dream personalities for all the juniors. With all this backing, I think your aspiration to form a society has given fruit. And you want to say some words?
First of all, sir, I think we are really indebted to our beloved seniors. I think I can see this society growing greater heights because we have a very, very strong foundation. One is that Dr. Sanjeev sir, yourself, Sampath sir, Hemant Mehta sir are the strong core pillars of this foundation. And on the other hand, we have all the vital supplies coming from our teachers from US, whether it's Dr. Bharat sir or Tushar sir or Adrian sir, Lal sir, all these people, with so many people just pushing us with their kind hearts and giving their valuable support. I see this society is just bound to grow leaps and bounds. And the best part is that it was a dream after having attended the American Society meetings every time. It was our aspiration and dream that it's high time India also had such a interventional nephrology society, uh, and then take things forward. So yeah, it's absolutely dream come true. And it is just that the blessings of our teachers and your all you people that things are moving forward. And I think this has the right blend of youth and experienced personnel. So that is also one good positive aspect to this society. And also, like our seniors have been very kind enough and very receptive to all our suggestions. I think that's the best part. So, and keeping in view of current needs, we also made a few additions, like having a women representation, having a separate women wing, and also having a residence wing, because the idea of floating up with residence wing was to groom them so that that continuation is always there, and they're ready to take the leadership role once they become consultants. So, and all this has been possible only because of kind-hearted people who I have mentioned as the pillars, because they have been very, very receptive. And in fact, the matter of fact is that they are much, much younger. We are younger only in our numbers, but Jasuja sir, Hemant sir, Bala sir, Sampath sir are probably in their teens when it comes to thought process. They are very, very innovative. They are very creative. And with all this combination, we hope to get better and better, and hopefully nephrology as such will become attractive. So the whatever the attrition we are seeing a little bit in both US and India will definitely get better. So that's what I feel, sir. And again, we have been blessed with the opportunity to host the first society meeting in Bangalore, which I think is another gift from our seniors and our teachers. So we'll try our best with the guidance of our pillars to make this event memorable one. And of course, we are started working on the scientific content of the meeting. So yeah, it's a dream come true, and it's a very, very promising days ahead for us.
Thank you, Girish. Sir, Dr. Jasuja, a few words from you for this.
So thanks, Ala, and all the friends who are listening here. I'll be a bit brief because most of the introduction has already come, and we have guests in waiting for their turn to speak about the scientific content. But I must say, which I really felt 15 years back when we thought about the avatar, our intervention nephrology, probably we couldn't imagine that we will be able to create such an awareness and such a team around us that we can take it to much different level. Bharat is witness to that. Everybody has seen that over the years and numbers, and it's so glad to listen to all my younger colleagues that the way they are doing the work. I joined Inform about maybe 6 weeks back, but now I almost entrenched into it for day and night. Every moment I hear a beep from Inform, I get into it and listen to it. and see the content which comes up. I mean, it's almost amazing the way you guys are growing, the way you are learning, and the way you are sharing your experiences and you are hand-holding each other. Uh, Amazing, amazing. I mean, I'm very satisfied that what we started and where we have achieved, and I'm very sure this society being young and being and together with so many people who are into it, almost deep, neck deep into it, they would definitely take it to the next level. There's no reason to think of any kind of other societies may have their own follies and faults, but I'm sure the society would have a different bright future, as everybody's been mentioning. Now, coming to 2, 3 points, which I just wanted to share with you regarding the people who are here for the guideline group. We are almost another 2 days. We'll be sharing all the guidelines, the discussions which we had as a small clips with you. And I would request you to come back to us in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks time so that we can start compiling. We've already started getting a couple of responses, but I would request all the people who have all the people who have yet to complete their responses would be prompt in about 2 weeks time. Second announcement is that we have, if you remember, if you have seen that there's a book of competencies which we have brought out from Avatar Foundation. It's more than about 2 years now, and we are coming up with the next publication. And we have almost approached our previous authors to update their write-ups. And I would request all those who are in the group today, they would also finish that in a minimum time. And apart from that, we all the members of Inform and Avatar Society, I would request please go through this particular manual of the training manual. And if you feel that you can contribute to us, do approach us. We'll take you as our next author on that particular segment, whichever you feel you can contribute to. With these words, I think I'll finish, and let's move. Bala, you can take it back as you want to advance.
Yes, thank you,